and welcome to the channel once again. Today I'm going to show you how to play, or at least how I play, one of my most favourite tracks from the early 80s by Rush, and this is Red Barchetta. It's full of some lovely touches and timing changes, all sorts of gorgeous things that are a challenge to actually play and actually get to get right. It certainly took me a long time to get this to anywhere close to being right. It's based on a short story whereby cars have become so big that to protect their occupants, that a game had developed whereby those in big cars were running those in little cars off the road, with sometimes fatal consequences. So the whole thing is, yes, about driving the car, in this case a Barchetta, and a Barchetta is a small Italian sports car, two-seater open-top sports car. But it's also laced with danger, because it's very dangerous to go out and actually drive one of these things, because you're likely to be attacked by the big alloy air cars, 2 lanes wide. So that's what these what this is referring to. So as we go through this, I'll bring up where these parts are coming from, and how the music itself is reflective of what's going on, which is a very important part of any kind of music. Which you to remember that music is not just about the technicalities of what we play, but it's what it's actually trying to say at the same time. I'm going to do 3 videos in order to cover all this. The first one is going to be the harmonics and the clean chords. The second will be the drive part, and the third will be the solo. Okay, so here we go. So the harmonics. So a harmonic is a form of playing whereby instead of striking the string with a hard picking the note as we do normally here, place your finger over the fret mark that you want to go. So in this place, the 12th fret here, your finger over the fret mark and strike the strings, and you get this kind of sound instead of this one. And it can ring for as long as it goes. The harmonics come about because the strings vibrate in all sorts of different ways. So instead of a string vibrating just because from here to there when you strike it, it's also vibrating from here to here if you play it as a harmonic. And it's also vibrating in all sorts of ways over here, which gives the tone. So if the string vibrated always in the same way, it would always sound the same, but it never does. And it doesn't in different guitars, it doesn't in different situations, it doesn't in different atmospheric conditions. And that's because of the way that these other vibration patterns are present or not. And that's what gives a tone. So what you try and do is to pick out those bits which are over the top of the bit that you're striking. And there are different places that you can pick these harmonics up. So 12th fret is a nice and easy one. The 7th fret, another set. 5th fret, another set. Okay. And the beginning of Red Barchetta uses the harmonics in different positions. So it starts off with this. This is using harmonics on the 12th and the 7th fret. So you're going from the 5th string to the 3rd string, and then from the 5th to the 4th on the 7th fret. We're going. Okay, so that's giving you the first part of harmonics. The second part is trickier to pick up. So it goes something like, if I get it right, there's a chance I'm not going to get this right, but okay. So you've got these. Most of these are on the, again, 5th and 7th. But we start off with this one, which is on the 4th. This one is really difficult to pick. Now, it's quite a difficult one to pick. You've got to find a place to pick it from. I know that on this particular guitar, that the place to pick this second lot is over this middle pickup. You've got to find the place on your guitar where you can pick it up. Okay, so it goes from the 4th fret on the 5th string, then move up to the 5th fret on the 4th and 3rd strings, down to the 5th fret on the 5th string, and then back to the 4th, and then there's on the 5th fret on the 4th and 3rd strings again, and finish off with the 2nd string on the 7th. So you get now they're quite tricky to pick, they're quite tricky to get consistently. So that's something that just takes practice. So I want to finish here. We'll come to these clean chords. And the clean chords are start off with an A, go to an F sharp minor, to a G, to a D. Okay, those are the chords. And it's got a particular kind of pick, so it's going. That right. Okay, so you're picking from on this first one. You're going to play the A, but you're going to start with the A sus4. So you're going to play the A chord, you're going to add the D here. And so the notes, the strings you're picking are 5, 4, 3, 2, 3. And back to 4. Then lift off to go to the A. Then you're going to pick 2, 3, 4. And then back down to the D. Pull the D back off again. Okay, that's the A. Then to the F sharp minor. You're going to play the same kind of pick, but of course you're going to pick up the root note here, which is on the 6th string. And for that, you're only going to play that once. To the G, you're going to have the same kind of pattern. And to play this, I actually take the index finger and just move it up and down. And then to the D sus2. And D sus2, so you're going to play the D, but you're going to leave this top E string open. And then I come back down to the A, and you're going to have this. So there's just a hammer on from the C sharp to the D, pick up the E, and back down. and that's basically the end of the clean chords. You're going to play those as drive chords, and you're going to play exactly the same as those. So if you get this right on clean, then you can play it on drive. Okay, so that's the simplest way to think about these. Alright, so these are the end harmonics that we get on my Barchetta. So you start off with saying, well, the ending. The harmonics are the same. So the harmonics are the same. So those harmonics are the same. But then you get this. Okay, so we're going from the G here to the E to the A. So we're going, this is on the 4th and then 3rd strings, then down to the A on the 5th string, then got a couple of hammer-ons. So you've got a hammer-on on the 5th string from the 4th to the 5th, and then what I did, I just fold this 3rd finger down. So you got then the same hammer-on from the 4th to the 5th on the 4th string. Then you got okay, so basically the same note, but just picking them instead. And that is on the studio version. That's how it then fades out. The ending I like is on exit stage left, which is that after you've been through that a few times, you just finish with some extra harmonics, which is so that's just playing on the 7th for the 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th strings, which gives you a D, down to this tricky one on the 4th fret, and then finish on the D here on the 5th fret on the 4th string, and that's the ending. And then just let that fade. And I think that's a lovely ending to it.